Hey everybody, it's Charlie, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make a doll dress, a really easy doll dress, but you have to know how to use a sewing machine. But other than that, it's very simple. You could probably do it by hand if you wanted to. So what you're going to need is you're going to need some fabric, and I'm going to use this green fabric. I got this at Walmart, and it's just half a yard. You don't have to buy a bunch, just about whatever you have. Some elastic and some pins to keep it all in place. First, I'm just going to unfold my fabric. Okay, so I just set my fabric onto my floor, and I'm going to use my doll for like a little bit of measurement. Ow, my knee. Sorry. Okay, so I'm going to use my doll, so I'm going to just put her arms out so they don't get in the way. I'm just going to put them up, and it'll be... Okay, hold on. Let me find... Okay, and then just measure it around your doll so you have plenty of room. You can always cut off the extra. So I'm going to go to about here, and I want mine to be about the knee length. So find her knees and place it. You can have extra because you're going to make the elastic, so mine's going to be about here. So I'm going to, hold on, yeah. Okay, sorry about that, my camera died. But I just realized something. You're gonna need, so here's her knee. You're gonna need about, I don't know, 1.5 inches or something extra to make the casing at the top and to hem the bottom. So then you just cut this out. Okay guys, so I just now cut my material, and you're gonna grab your elastic. It doesn't matter, you can use cord or whatever. I'm just using what I have. Just some, I don't know, I think pretty thin elastic. And I'm gonna use my doll as a guide. I think this, no, it's not gonna be the last time you use your doll, but I'm just gonna get her hair out of the way, so I'm just gonna put it up, like flip it up. So you wanna have enough elastic to go around her chest, and then you're gonna want it less. So I'm gonna cut it about, hold on. Okay, so now it goes all the way around my doll. I'm gonna cut it less so it stretches. So I'm gonna cut it right here. Okay, so as you can see, I pinned it through the material a little bit on the top. This will be the top, and you want to pin it or do a straight stitch all along here along the pins, but it has to be big enough to have your elastic and a safety pin and slide it through. Okay, so now that I made the casing with just a simple straight stitch, I'm going to take my elastic, which I put on a safety pin, and I'm just going to slide it through. Make sure you're holding this end right here so it doesn't go through. Okay, so I just slid it through. As you can see, the end is still there. But the thing is, it is not consistent, so it's like all bunched up over here and it's straight over here. But I'm going to fix that right now by just giving it another straight stitch back and forth or right here for a couple of times to make that end stay in. Okay, so now that this end isn't going to go anywhere, I'm going to evenly spread this out, and then when I'm done, I'm going to carefully take this out and then sew this side too. Okay, now that it's secured on both sides, I'm going to just turn it inside out, and then take these two ends together. I'll probably pin it and just do a straight stitch down on both sides. Okay, actually before I do that, I'm going to hem the bottom, so I'm just going to pin it up like this and just do a straight stitch. Okay, so I hemmed the bottom, and then I pinned, okay, good side to good side, I pinned it, and I sewed a straight stitch along here, and I when I was up here, I went down, up, and then down again, so it really stuck the elastics together. And I did the same thing at the hem, but not as many times. So next, I'm just going to flip it right side out and try it on my doll. The dress is a little bit longer than I wanted it to. I think I added too much of a hem line and I didn't use that much. But that's okay, it still looks really good. Now you can leave it as it is right now, or you can do what I'm going to do next, which is add some cute little straps. Okay, so I cut some strips, probably about a foot long, a little less than a foot. You really don't need this much, but I just cut this much so I don't have a lot of clearance and make sure I get it right. You can measure it right away or not, but now I'm gonna go back to the sewing machine. Okay, so I just pinned my strips that I made in half, and I used some pins to secure it, and I'm just gonna go straight stitch again. Okay, so I sewed this strip, and I took out the pins as I did it, and I'm going to try something new. I'm going to attach the one side of the material to this and try to flip it through itself, or you can use chopsticks or whatever you got. If you're going to use a chopstick or something straight like a wooden dowel, I suggest sewing this end shut right here and then doing it, because that makes it so much easier. If this idea doesn't work, then I'm gonna have to use a chopstick. Okay, so using the safety pin does work, but the thing is it wrinkled my material, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a straight stitch through the center so it makes it flatter and not so wrinkled, and I do believe that it'll make it a little bit cuter. So here we go. Okay, so I did the stitch and it turned out pretty good. I think it's cuter than having it open. So I'm just going to do this again with the same exact thing I did with this one on this one, so I'll have two. Okay guys, now that you have your two strips, you're going to need some needles and thread things, or some needles and thread. And now you're just going to start stitching on the strap to the dress from the center. Once your strap is in place, do the same thing with the other strap and just place it behind. Now that both of my straps are secure, you can choose to keep them like this and tie them in the back as a bow, or you can sew them down to the back. Just cut off the extra. And you're done. Dress was a little longer than I wanted, I folded my dress up and it comes a nice shorter dress, or it could be longer. Thanks for watching.